Next is filing without receiving advance payment. Several clients, many clients, I file your taxes and then I get paid after I've filed your taxes, and that's a service that I've done for many clients, and that's a service that unfortunately I'll no longer be able to offer anymore as well. So if you could please be prepared to pay your tax preparation fees at the time that the work is completed, so that when I file I've already gotten payment for my services. Now, what I will do is, if you're unable to pay today but you want to give me a post-dated check, I'll take a post-dated check for up to 2 weeks, but no longer than 2 weeks. You can pay by cash, check, or credit card, and that is at the time of service. So pretty much without being paid, I will, if we're e-filing, I won't e-file it. I won't provide you with your documents to mail off until I've received the payment. So that's something we need to factor into our timing, especially if we are right at the April 15th deadline. If you want to get those filed, I'm going to need to have received some sort of compensation for it. Okay, so that is fees and services and changes in them. I have a few additional changes I need to also share with you. Another thing that's going on with the IRS is they are increasing the accountability that professional tax preparers have to have in terms of making sure that the tax laws are being followed. And so there's additional restrictions that have been put on us, and there are additional requirements that have been put on us, and there's more coming. So just to get you ready, one of them is, if you are claiming someone as a dependent who is over the age of 18 or over the age of 23 and full-time in school, yet you're still claiming them as a dependent, I have to collect additional information from you and input it into a system, into my computer system, that will substantiate that yes, you can claim this person as a dependent. So there's additional information that you'll need to provide, and very specific information, I might add, that you will need to provide about the dependent's financial situation, about your household expenses, and about the expenses you have paid specifically for that dependent. So if that's you, see me or call me, contact me well in advance, so that as you gather your documents, you can also come up with these figures that I'll need to have in order for you to continue claiming a dependent who's over the age of 18. The next thing is people who receive the earned income credit on their taxes. So a lot of people don't know if they receive earned income credit or not. Basically, in the past, if you'll know you've received earned income credit in the past, if you earn money from working. Okay, so you have a job or you have a business of some sort, and you earn money from that business or from that job, but you are considered low income. And I've put some figures here on the website so you can kind of see what those figures are. So you earn money from working, but you are still considered low income, yet you still get a tax refund that is $2,000 or more. And for some of you it's not as high as $2,000, but I just kind of did a ballpark figure. Some of you it's not as high as $2,000, but for some of you that refund is $4,000, $5,000, $6,000. So if you fit within that category, this most likely applies to you. The IRS is cracking down on people who are getting the earned income credit and who should not be. And you can see why. If you're receiving a refund in the amount of $5,000, of course the IRS wants to make sure that you are really entitled to that credit. So they're cracking down on people who are getting the earned income credit. So now, as professional tax preparers, I have to submit additional information about your eligibility to receive the earned income credit. So I will be gathering more specific information from you regarding your legal marital status, your legal right to claim any of the children that you may be claiming on your taxes, and additional any money you may have received from investments. There are some very specific details that I'll have to collect from you, and actually in order to protect my own business interests, I'll actually provide you with a form. You fill it out. You sign it confirming that everything you have said on there is true, and I'll maintain that file because, of course, I have to protect my business assets and my business interests. For some, if there's any question in my mind as to whether you're actually eligible for the earned income credit, I most likely will not do it because the government is that serious about cracking down on people getting this this credit, and I, for one, do not want to be in trouble with the IRS. Lastly, for now, is business owners and landlords. You do need to submit 1099 miscellaneous forms to any individual business or contractor or person that you have paid over $600 for a service this year in 2011, through the entire year of 2011. So let's say you paid them $200 in January, you paid them another $200 for something they did in June, and then in November you paid them another $200. That's $600 for the year. That person needs to receive a 1099 miscellaneous form. The government's cracking down on this one as well, so you can expect additional them to be even harder on this one starting next tax year. But for this tax year, you really need to make sure you get those 1099s out to your your service providers who you've paid this amount of money to, and those must be filed by January 31st, 2012. If you need help filing these, please contact me. That is a service I also provide, is to help you file your 1099s, and then there's an additional form that goes along with it. But those need to be filed by January 31st, so please contact me ASAP. All right, that's it for now. I hope you I understand all the changes, and I want you to know from my heart that I understand if, you know, my move to Tracy and the changes in the flexibility of my schedule make it too inconvenient or too difficult to get the service that you want and need from your tax preparer. I certainly understand, and please just let me know if you're no longer going to use my services, so that as many of you know, as we get closer to April, I kind of start calling you and saying, come on, let's get those taxes filed. If you're not going to be filing, I don't want to call you and bug you about it. So if you're not going to file them with me, that is, I don't want to call you and bug you. Come on, let's get them done. Let's get them done. No, I want to go ahead and know, okay, this person has filed with someone else. And no problem. No, I completely understand. I would just like to know what's going on. All right, if you have any questions, please hit me up right here on the website. Send me an email, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you.